Sam was a young and talented writer who had a dream of becoming a best-selling author. He had written several stories and novels, but none of them had been published or recognized by anyone. He felt frustrated and hopeless, wondering if he had wasted his time and talent on something that was not meant for him. One day, he received a letter from a famous publisher who had read one of his manuscripts and wanted to meet him in person. Sam was overjoyed and excited, thinking that this was his big break and that his dream was finally coming true. He packed his bags and boarded a plane to New York, where the publisher was based. However, as he was about to land, the plane encountered a severe storm and crashed into the ocean. Sam was one of the few survivors who managed to escape the wreckage and swim to a nearby island. He was injured, hungry, and thirsty, but he still clung to his manuscript, hoping that someone would rescue him soon. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but no one came. Sam began to lose hope and faith, wondering why God had allowed this to happen to him. He felt angry and bitter, blaming God for ruining his life and his dream. He threw his manuscript into the fire, saying that it was worthless and that he hated God. As he watched the flames consume his work, he noticed something strange. The fire did not burn the paper completely, but instead revealed a hidden message on the back of each page. Sam was curious and puzzled, so he took out the pages and read the message. It said, "Dear Sam, I love you more than you can imagine. I have been watching over you since the day you were born, and I have a plan for your life. I gave you the gift of writing because I wanted you to use it for my glory and for the benefit of others. I know you have been through many trials and hardships, but they were all part of my plan to shape you and prepare you for your destiny. The publisher who contacted you was not a real publisher, but an imposter who wanted to steal your work and claim it as his own. He had paid someone to sabotage your plane and make it crash, hoping that you would die along with your manuscript. But I did not let that happen because I have a better plan for you. The island where you landed is not an ordinary island, but a special place where I have prepared a surprise for you. There is a hidden cave on the other side of the island where you will find something that will change your life forever. Go there now and see what I have in store for you. Trust me, Sam. I have a plan for you, and it is good. Do not give up on me or on yourself. I am with you always, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. Your loving God." Sam was stunned and speechless. He could not believe what he had just read. He felt a mix of emotions: shock, disbelief, guilt, shame, gratitude, joy, and peace. He realized that God had been with him all along, even when he did not see or feel him. He realized that God had saved him from a terrible fate and that he had a purpose for his life. He decided to follow God's instructions and go to the cave. He gathered his belongings and headed to the other side of the island. As he approached the cave, he saw a bright light shining from within. He entered the cave and was amazed by what he saw. There was a large screen with a projector connected to a laptop. On the laptop, there was a folder with his name on it. He opened the folder and found hundreds of files with different titles. He clicked on one of them and saw that it was one of his stories that he had written years ago. He realized that God had preserved all of his stories and novels on this laptop, even the ones that he had lost or deleted. He also realized that God had edited and improved his work, making it more engaging and inspiring. He saw that each file had a note from God explaining how he could use his story to touch people's lives and share God's love with them. He felt tears streaming down his face as he thanked God for his grace and mercy. He felt a new sense of hope and confidence as he looked forward to sharing his stories with the world. He looked at the screen again and saw that there was one more file that he had not opened yet. It was titled, "God Has a Plan for You, God's Plan, Motivational Story." He clicked on it and saw that it was his own story, the story of how God had rescued him from the plane crash revealed himself to him through the fire and led him to the cave. He smiled and said, "Wow, God, you are amazing. You have a plan for me, and it is good. Thank you for everything. I love you too." He pressed the play button and watched his story unfold on the screen. He felt a warm and gentle breeze on his face and heard a voice in his ear saying, "Well done, I am proud of you. Now, let's go home." So my friends, even when life seems really tough and we face big challenges, we should keep going and not lose hope. Sometimes when things look their worst, there's a surprise waiting for us that can change our lives for the better. It reminds us to have faith, which means believing that things will get better even when they seem bad. We should also remember that there's a bigger plan for our lives, even if we can't see it right away. So, no matter what happens, never give up on yourself or the idea that good things can happen. Sam's story shows us that even when things seem bad, they can turn out really great in the end.